play The Merchant of Venice following the success of Christopher Marlowe's The Jew of Malta. The Merchant of Venice challenges audiences with its themes of racism, mercy, religious stereotypes, and mistreatment of minorities. The relevance of these themes is as important now as in any time in America. Prior to this scene that you are about to see, the Christian merchant Antonio has promised to raise a large sum of money so that his friend can woo the wealthy Portia. He comes to Shylock to seal his bond for the money. Here are Christian Miller as Antonio and Jim Childs as Shylock performing a scene from The Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 3.
3,000 ducats. Well, and for 3 months. Well, 3,000 ducats for 3 months, and Antonio bound. How like a fawning publican he looks. I hate him, for he is a Christian, but more for that in low simplicity. He lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of usance here with us in Venice. If I can catch him once upon a hip, I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. He hates our sacred nation, and he rails, even there where merchants most do congregate, on me, my bargains, and my well-worn thrift, which he calls interest. Cursed be my tribe if I forgive him. Oh, rest you fair, good signor. Your worship was the last man in our mouths.
Ah, Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking or giving of interest. Yet to satisfy the right wants of my friend, I'll break a custom.
Aye, 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months.
I had forgot. For 3 months. Now let me see the bond. But, hear you. Methought you said you neither lend nor borrow without with advantage.
Oh, I never do use it.
When Jacob grazed his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from our holy Abram was, as his wise mother wrought in his behalf, the third possessor. He was the third.
And what of him? Did he take interest?
Oh, not take interest. Not as you would say, directly interest. Mark what Jacob did. When Laban and himself were compromised, that all the elings which were streaked and pied should fall as Jacob's hire, the ewes, being rank, in the end of autumn turn it to the rams. And when the work of generation was between these woolly breeders in the act, the skillful shepherd peeled me certain wands. And in the doing of the deed of kind, he stuck them up before the fulsome ewes, who then, conceiving, did in eating time fall party-colored lambs, and these were Jacob's. This was the way to thrive, and he was blessed, and thrift is blessing if men steal it not.
This was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for. A thing not in his own power to bring to passing, but swayed and fashioned by the hand of heaven. Was this inserted to make interest good? Or is your gold and silver the hues and rags?
I cannot tell, I make it read as fast, but note me, senor.
Oh, mark you this, the devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil villain producing holy witnesses like a villain with a smiling cheek. A goodly apple rotten at the heart. Ugh, but goodly outside false from that.
3,000 ducats is a good round sum. 3 months from 12. Let me see the rate.
Well, Shylock, now we be beholding to you.
Signor Antonio, many a time and often the Rialto, you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and sped upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well then, it now appears you need my help. Come to then. You come to me and you say, Shylock, we would have monies. You say so. You that did void your room upon my beard, and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur over your threshold. Monies is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, Have the dog monies? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Oh, shall I bend low and in a bondman's key with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this? This, you spent upon me Wednesday last, you spurned me such a day, another day you called me dog, and for these courtesies I'll lend you thus much monies.
I'm as like to call thee so again, and to spit on thee again, and to spur thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not to thy friend, for when did friendship take to bear of barren metal of a friend? But lend it rather to thy enemy, who, if he should break, thou mayest with better face exact the penalties.
Oh, look you how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames you have stained me with. Supply your present wants and take no doit of usance for my monies. And you will not hear me? This is kind I offer.
Oh, this were kindness.
This kindness will I show. Go with me to a notary. Seal me there your single bond, and in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day in such a place, such sum or sums as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken in what part of your body it pleaseth me.
Content. In faith, I will seal to such a bond, and say that there is much kindness in the Jew. But I will not forfeit it. Within these 2 months, that's a month before this bond expires, I do expect thrice 3 times the value of this bond.
Oh, Father Abram, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them suspect the thoughts of others. I pray you, tell me this. If he should break his day, what should I gain by exaction of the forfeiture? A pound of a man's flesh taken from a man is not so estimable, profitable neither as flesh of muttons, beefs, or goats. I say, to buy his favor, I extend this friendship. If you will take it, so. If not, adieu. And for my love, I pray you wrong me not.
Yes, Shylock, I will seal into this bond.
Then meet me forthwith at the notary's. Give him direction for this merry bond, and I will go and purse the ducats straight. See to my house, left in the fearful guard of an unthrifty day, and presently I will be with you.
Hide thee, gentle Jew. This Hebrew will turn Christian. He grows kind.
Woo!